gon' set here.
Sun down the mountain.
Sun gon' set here.
Sun down the mountain.
Sun gon' set here.
Sun down the mountain. Teach me, Lord.
Edward, get him water.
I just work here. I just work here.
Shut up.
I just work here.
Shut up.
Lord, teach me about this world. I'll be back here.
Nigga, get up.
I'll be back here. I'll be back here.
What you looking at, boy? Keep picking, boy.
All right, Shalom. This is a brother ICR, GMS Charlotte. All right, before I get started, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, double honors to my elders and apostles, a great millstone who taught me this truth. And a salutation to all Yakim out there that's pushing this word with all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers. You know, just had another lesson off the spirit. You know, I'm out here in the boondocks, out here in North Carolina, man, and you know, I saw this cotton field, man, and I was like, hey, let me just pull over and just try to, you know, record something off the spirit, man. But, you know, pretty much this is where it all started, man. You know, this is one of the uncomfortable truths that our people don't like to talk about or like to go into, man, because, you know, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you know, you are the biblical Israelites, man, all right? And part of the curse is that you were going to serve hardcore bondage at the hand of your enemies, man. All right? So let me grab that in the scriptures. This is Deuteronomy, all right? Chapter 28 and verse 68, getting straight to the point. All right? Because when you read the book of Deuteronomy, it goes into the curses and the blessings that will befall the Israelites, all right, if they kept the Lord's statutes and commandments, man, you know, but the children of Israel, all right, didn't do that. So this was part of the curses that befell them in the future, right? So this is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. It says, and Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, all right? So it said that the children of Israel was going to serve bondage again, all right, but this time in ships, all right? And it was said that it was going to get sent to Egypt again, man, all right? So it's talking about a spiritual Egypt, man, because the land of Israel and Egypt, you could walk there today, man, but he said we was going to be sent there by ships, man, all right? And you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, all right, you were transported to the four corners of the earth, man, as punishment, man, where you serve hard bondage and slavery in the lands that you were led captive to, all right? So let me read it again. This is Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. And Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I speak unto thee in Salakia. And you know this is the land of Egypt, all right? You look behind your dollar bill, what do you see? You see the pyramid, you see the all-seeing eye, all right? That word Egypt, okay, goes back to the Greek word Egyptos, which means slavery or bondage, man, all right? So you were going to serve bondage again, but you was going to go by the way of slave ships, all right? It says, in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I speak unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there you should be sold unto your enemies, all right? So the children of Israel have enemies. It says, and shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you, all right? And that was part of the curses, that you were going to be sold as slave men and slave women, all right? And no man, meaning no man shall buy you, meaning no man shall redeem you from these conditions, man, all right? Because that was the judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai when you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, all right? You were going to serve in the land, bondage in the land of your enemies, okay? Let me grab, this is Exodus, all right? Because the scriptures are twofold, okay? So this is Exodus chapter 1, all right? And then I'm going to read verse 13 and 14. Exodus chapter 1, verse 13. And the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor, all right? And that word rigor goes back to hardship, man, You know, extreme hardship. All right? Because the Egyptians today, all right, would be the so-called white men, the Edomites, man. It said that they made the children of Israel to serve with rigor. All right? Because the so-called white man had you Negroes out here slaving, okay, until your body basically gave up the ghost, man, gave up the spirit, you know, from sun up to sundown, man, no breaks, man, you know. And then he had you living in these shacks, you know, over these trees here, man. There's some beat down shacks and shit, and you know our people were living in there, man, where they fed you pork body parts, man. They fed you slop like an animal, man. All right. Verse 14, Exodus 1-14. And they made their lives bitter with hard bondage, man. All right? And America means bitter, man. You know, this was a bitter captivity, man. Where you had your nationality and your heritage beat out of you, man. All right? And then you had that Christianity, all right? You had that white Jesus beat into your ass, man. All right? Because it's hard for you so-called Negroes especially, all right, to let go of church, man. All right? Church, the so-called black church doesn't deal with no prophecies, man. All right? These people that's supposed to be studied up for all of these years, how come they're not telling you that you're the children of Israel, man? How come they don't go into prophecy and the curses, man? You know? Salakia for rambling, but this is Exodus chapter 1, verse 14. And they made their lives bitter with hard bondage, in mortar and in brick, in all manner of service in the field. You know, Jake was out here harvesting tobacco, picking cotton, you know, doing the agriculture, the corn, the crops, from sun up to sundown, man. You know, hard labor, man, hard work, man. You know, they worked Jake until he died, man. You know, it says, wherein they were made to serve with rigor, you know. Let me grab another scripture. This is Deuteronomy chapter 26, verse 6. Salakia. Deuteronomy chapter 26, verse 6. And the Egyptians entreated us, Salakia, and the Egyptians evil entreated us and afflicted us and laid upon us hard bondage, man. All right, and that's what these Edomites did, man. You know, if you wasn't working fast enough, you know, they beat you to the white meat was showing out your back, man. You know, they chopped off your foot, they chopped off your hands, you know, they castrated you, you know. Matter of fact, I get that. I think that's in Deuteronomy 22, if I'm not mistaken. Salakia, Deuteronomy chapter 23. It says, he that is wounded in the stones, all right, and your stones represent your testicles, all right. It says, he that is wounded in the stones or have his private member cut off shall not enter into the congregation of the Most High, right? And that's what these Edomites used to do. They used to castrate our people, man, to keep them from entering the kingdom of heaven, man, according to their mind, man. You know, this is some of the inhumane shit that used to go on to with you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right, this is part of our history, man. It's part of our curses, man. That's in the scriptures. The Israelites they were going to serve hard bondage. All right, they were going to be afflicted by the Egyptians. All right, with rigor. All right, all types of shit happened to us, man. All right, when you further do the scholarship and research the history. All right, let me grab this is and I'm gonna close it out. This is I'm gonna close it out with this. This is Revelation. All right, because I just wanted to touch on, you know, a couple precepts that, you know, that tied into what happened to us, man. You know, we fit these curses. All right. So this is Revelation 13:10. All right. Shalakia. All right, this is Revelation 13:10. It says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. You know? So the people who put us in captivity, all right, the scriptures say that they're going to go into captivity, all right? It says, he that killeth with the sword, Salakia, he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and faith of the saints, all right? And the saints are the Israelites, man. You know, and I'll get that. Salakia, and I'll close out after this, I promise, all right? This is Psalms 148 and 14. He also exalted the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even the children of Israel, and people near unto him. Praise ye Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right? So those are the saints, man. All right? So the people who led the saints into captivity shall go into captivity. And the people who who killed the saints with the sword are going to be killed with the sword, man. Thus saith the Holy Scriptures, man. Thus saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know? So hopefully that lesson was edifying to all you Akim out there, you know. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Double honors to my elders and apostles, a great millstone who taught me this truth. And salutation to all you Akim out there that's pushing this word with all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom.